It's a pleasure to be on here, but it's a bit late. It's like 11 o'clock at night here on a Saturday night.
Yeah, so... Hello, everyone, and welcome to the Reeshard Travel Saturday Live Show. How's everyone doing today? I'm excited for this show. We have a new returning guest coming on today in Greeny Travels. So I'm excited to have Greeny back. Everyone that might have tuned into his previous interview might know that he was in quarantine when we last talked to him. And he got out of quarantine and was looking for a condo. So he was looking in several different areas. We're going to talk to him about all of that today because his decision video just launched a couple days ago. So we're going to get into the details, why he chose the city he chose, why he chose the condo building that he did, and all of that. So I'm excited to talk to him about that. But hey, how did everyone like last week's live show with Simon? That video has performed well. I got a lot of positive comments on that. So I'm so excited. I worked hard to get Simon on. So, you know, he was a little complaining on the live show about the time being 11 o'clock at night, and I totally get it. So I'm an early morning guy. I go to sleep pretty early. I don't know if I could do an 11 p.m. Live show, but kudos to him for coming on. He was a perfect gentleman. He's always been very nice in coordinating times and when he was going to come on the live show. So hats off to Simon. Thank you for coming on. I really enjoyed talking to him, and you know, I'd like to have him back at a future date as well. So I think he had mentioned to me that he'd like to have me come on one of his live shows in a couple weeks. It might be a crazy time, might be 3 o'clock in the morning, my time, but you know what? I'm going to return the favor. I don't mind coming on anytime. So Simon, if you're listening anytime, just let me know. I think we're looking probably 2 or 3 weeks from now. So whatever time it is, totally fine with that. Let me go ahead and welcome some people into the chat though. Thanks everyone for coming in. We got a lot of people in the chat, and just so you know, so one thing we're going to be tracking today on the live show is Greeny Travels is currently sitting, last time I checked about 5 minutes ago, about 991 subscribers. So let me just do a reload here on my social blade and see what we got here. Looks like still at 991. Come on, guys. Everyone go to Greeny Travels on YouTube and subscribe. Greeny, I see him down. Greeny's down in the green room. He's showing me what's going on. I think he might have just hit 1,000. So his studio's a little bit ahead of what we get on the public side. So I'm excited about that. So we'll bring him in. Maybe we'll have a little celebration about that. Let me go in there and see who we got. Got Mr. Mitch, 72 in the UK. We're just saying hello. Don't be afraid. Yeah, everyone get in there in the chat. It's a big community we have here at Reeshard Travel. We love all the comments and questions. So I'm going to ask that you ask questions in the chat for Greeny. We got 104 in the chat so far. I'm excited about that. Zekon saying, no worries, Ian. UK all welcome. Teacher Thomas, one of my favorite YouTube channels. I'm not supposed to have favorites. But Teacher Thomas, smash it for Richard. Smash the like. I'd appreciate that. Triple T, let me know how many likes we got there. I don't have visibility into that on the StreamYard. So would be interested about that. And I'm looking to come on Teacher Thomas's live show at some point in the future as well. And we're going to have Teacher Thomas on, let me just see here. Look at my calendar because we're kind of booked up. I think Teacher Thomas is coming on January 9th. So yeah, it's actually starting to look like a little bit of a booked up schedule. Just so you guys know, I'll let you know who we got coming on the next couple of weeks. So next week we have Richie from the YouTube channel, Richie and Maybell. Great YouTube channel. Oh, I love that channel. So when you get a chance offline, if you're looking at the replay today, take a look at that channel, Richie and Maybell. And then on January 2nd, we have Perry from Thinglish Lifestyle coming on. So I'm excited to have him on as well. And then January 9th, Teacher Thomas Thailand's coming on. And then guess what, guys? I have January 16th open. All you have to do is drop me an email at reeshardtravel@gmail.com. And I'm happy to have people on. I'm looking for interesting guests. I don't care about subscriber counts, guys. I don't care if you have 1,000, 10,000, 100,000. If you're interesting, have a great story to tell, let's come on the live show. Let's promote your channel and let's get you some additional views and get you some additional subscribers. Happy to help everyone out. Got CJ Paradise in the chat here today. Love it. Let me just go back up, start from the beginning. I'm starting at the end. That's never a good thing. I get like mid-conversation with some people talking to each other. Oh, and just want to let you know, so I did put a link in the chat for Greeny Travels channel. So it just looks like a string of nothing on the screen now. But if you do go to the chat, you can see that link, click on it, subscribe to his channel, which is great. We have a great bunch of moderators in the chat today. I just want to kind of show thank you to all the moderators, Mr. Mitch, Daystay Fox, Go More Hike, Stuck in Florida, Zcon, Robert Mack in Asia, Tommy J, Robert Ann. All these guys are like class moderators. So I appreciate you guys coming in, and Alpha Interactions and Peter Hopkins. See, I'll forget some if I don't put it up there for me. So thank you for everyone that's coming on and helping out with the moderator duties during these live shows, because it's important that we take care of chat comments that might be inappropriate, termed, maybe not measuring up to YouTube's terms and conditions. We have to remove those. So I would say don't take it personally. If you put a comment in there and all of a sudden it's removed, just reword it. We have to be mindful of some keywords that we can't use during the YouTube live stream, because what will happen is YouTube takes about 24 hours to review the chat and the content of this live show. And sometimes they'll give me what's called a yellow $sign after the live show, which means it's not appropriate for most advertisers. So I don't get any compensation from that. That's no fun. I work hard on these things, man. I'm doing the cool intros, the outros, bringing on guests. I want to get a little something from it. So yeah, just be mindful of that. And we'll, we tend to be pretty nice with that kind of thing. So don't worry, just repost your comment, not a big deal. CJ Paradise, who was a guest that we had a couple weeks ago on the live show, great channel as well. Guys, if you haven't subscribed to CJ Paradise, you should consider doing that, because he's actually an American living in Hua Hin, Thailand. And I think CJ may like the way that I said that, because most of the time I say Hua Hin. But I guess that it's Hua Hin, but I don't know. So it's awesome. CJ saying hello to everyone there. And CJ, so you might have noticed, guys, I have a revised intro. I try to keep up to date with all the new guests that I'm having on, but it is reaching a point where it's the critical time where it's getting to be a little too long. So I may have to start maybe not putting all the guests in there. I don't know what I'm going to do. Let me know in the chat what you think I should do. If I should keep including each guest in the intro, or what I should do. I don't want it to be like a 6-minute intro with all the guests. I might have people coming into the live show and then clicking off. Like, I thought this was a live show. What's going on here? So let's see. Teacher Thomas says, been checking out Greeny Travels. Brian seems like a cool guy. I'm a new subscriber. Well, I bet you Greeny will love that. And we're going to talk to him about that, because I got a lot of stuff I want to talk to him about. But yeah, great channel. An American living in Thailand now. So we're excited about that. Tommy J saying hello to Mac and CJ. Love that. And looks like Tommy J saying he needs 9 more subs to make 1,000. We may have a status update from Greeny when he comes on. We may be a little behind the times. He's getting the accurate numbers on his device. So Zcon saying hello, Reeshard and everyone. Appreciate that, guys. Teacher Thomas says, we got this, Tommy. So I think Triple T, I may have to add you to my list of moderators, because first of all, you're a gentleman. And secondly, you're always on my live show. So I feel like I should have you in the live show. And then just to let you guys know, so we're very mindful of numbers here at Reeshard Travel. We love to celebrate new milestones. So the record for live shows is 207. I think we had 202 at one point. So thank you for everyone that's coming into the live show. Really appreciate that. We're going to be talking to Greeny Travels here momentarily and about his condo decisions. Just stay tuned. I'm going to be saying hello to a couple of people here. So Teacher Thomas saying, cool channel. I'm sure this stream will get him over the 1K hurdle. And I think it will. I think we've gotten there. And everyone knows. So just so you know, for YouTube creators, the big milestone is 1,000 subscribers for a number of reasons. It checks one of the boxes for you to get your YouTube channel monetized, which is what a lot of creators want to do, earn a little bit of advertising money on their channel. But the second metric is the 4,000 watch hours. And that tends to catch a lot of people by surprise. When I was starting my YouTube channel with only 100 subscribers, I was very mindful of the watch hours. So very early on, I started doing live streams, because I knew that I would eventually get the subscriber count, but I would be under on watch hours. So literally when I hit 1,000 subscribers, I just about hit 4,000 at the same time. So it was kind of nice. So any coaching out there to existing YouTube channels would just be, if you're getting close to 1,000 subscribers, be mindful you're gonna need some watch time. I've seen YouTube creators do silly things about spinning up a live stream and then letting it play all night long. So that's a little nutty. I think I went to one of those on a channel I won't mention, and there was like 2 viewers watching. So maybe like that person, maybe a different account logged in watching to get some additional view hours. So that was pretty great. So it looks like we got 217 people in the chat, guys. We just broke a new record. So congratulations to Reeshard Travel and all of you, and congratulations to Greeny Travels for bringing in all your new subscribers into my channel, man. I really appreciate that. So let's do this. I'm going to come back to the chat, but guys, just so you know, we welcome all comments in the chat. We're going to need you some of your good questions to ask Greeny today. So please feel free to keep posting those in the chat. But let me do this. Let me go ahead and switch gears, and let me think about bringing in Brian / AKA Greeny Travels. Greeny, can you hear me okay?
Hey, Richard. Yeah. I downloaded your little song that you have at the beginning. I jammed to that thing, you know. I got the Reeshard dance going.
Yeah. See, so it's so funny because the people that come on the show, they'll see me before I go live, and when I'm rocking out to the music, I am kind of rocking out in a small little square they can see, and it probably looks really weird. Gotta get the energy level up, guys. It's early. It's 8 o'clock in the morning here on a Saturday. Supposed to sleep in on Saturday.
Hey, the lighting, you see, does it look funny? My lighting, like, let me do something. Hold on. Let's see if this is better. No, darker. Hold on 1 second. 1 second.
You get my banner up here so we know who we're talking to today. Here we go.
All right, I don't know. That's about the best I'm going to be able to do without the flickering. So.
Yeah, no worries, man. You know, one thing, it's tough for you at night too because you don't have any natural light coming in. I'm lucky that my desk that I live show, I look right at a window, so I have the natural light coming on. I'll tell you, I like big learning curve with green screens and lighting for live shows. Wow, it's just a lot to learn. So I've learned that over the last 4 or 5 months. I'm a little better now.
Well, what I need is what I've seen when I go in some of these bars now. All the girls, they got this big round, it looks like a donut, but it's a light, and they're in the middle, and that's what they're broadcasting online, and you know, guys are buying them drinks and all different things like that, but they got this big, bright, round, like, bright-ass light, and their mounts right in the middle. It's kind of cool.
Yeah, they call that a ring light, which is cool, and I've used it before, but I'll tell you what, for people like you and I that wear glasses, it'll put a ring in your glasses. So when if you're broadcasting a live show, people will see like a crazy ring, and they'll say, "Hey, Brian, you have like a crazy ring on your glasses. What's going on?" So just FYI. Hey, so listen, Greeny, welcome back to the Saturday Live Show.
Thank you, Richard.
I just love your channel, man. I think so. For me, you're an example of someone who took this worldwide illness and rose through it and began a channel that's inspiring all of us. You know, while everyone was home pissing and moaning about being locked down, you said, "Screw it, I'm retiring and I will get to Thailand." So, man, just love your channel.
Well, I actually retired last year, right before all this happened. I didn't expect, you know, worldwide virus to happen right after I retired. It kind of screwed things up last year, but I made it back here and everything's good.
Nice. Yeah, I just love it when YouTube creators get after it, and I feel like you're working hard on your channel, producing consistent content, and that's just great. It's like you always have new videos coming out every couple of days. I love that.
Well, it was easy, you know, searching for condos. I mean, I was doing things, but now that I settled down, I have to get some material. I have things in the works, and they're a little vanilla. I don't know if people are going to like them or not, like cultural things, kind of maybe a little boring, but we'll see. We'll see. I'm trying to maybe put a couple together and make it more exciting. I don't know, but I'll be doing a once-a-week food video. Some people are foodies like me. Some people are, but I just love taking pictures and videotaping my food, so I may as well do something with that video.
Yeah, and I've gotten some great advice from larger YouTube channels, and they've told me, like, worry less about what people are going to like and do what you like. Like, do what excites you.
Right.
You know, if you want to do a food video once a week, like, do that, because I feel like what will happen, Greeny, is the audience will find you. Like, they'll say, like, this is a cool channel because he does some different kinds of videos. I think too often times we worry about, we got to like niche down. We only can make videos about this or this because we're going to lose subscribers. You know, it's very rare that people unsubscribe from channels. It's usually if you just start producing crap content. But if you're still making interesting videos, they'll stay with you. So yeah, I mean, I think you're doing a great job, man. It's great. Do you want to kind of tell people what your channel is sort of about?
What's that?
Go ahead. I'll let you finish. I'll ask you a question.
Oh no, one guy did say he was unsubscribing because I moved my camera too fast. I was making him nauseous, so he said he's got to unsubscribe. But I felt
so
bad. So I would have been
guy.
like I would have been at 996. I would have been at 996, but I'm at 997. So yeah, I would have been at 998 now.
Nice. Yeah, it's funny. So I did a live stream with Lucas talking about his condo decision, and I got a lot of people in the chat, and I got a comment afterwards saying, I would subscribe, but your intro is too long. And I thought, like, well, you know, they're going to stay that way. So probably not a good match, not a good fit for you to subscribe to my channel. It's just funny. Everyone's got to complain about something.
Right. Everybody has different tastes. I'm seeing from, I read all the comments. I try to comment or at least like, or, if it's a question, I try to, I answer. And a lot of people have just different opinions of what they like. Like, when you do this one, or this one looked better, or you should have taken that condo, or I don't like that condo. Like you could have 10 people in a room, you'll have 10 different opinions on what they like. This place works good for me. And I like the hustle and bustle, If you want to get into why I chose this, I can. Do you have any questions?
Yeah, I think what we should do. So this is a great segue. So enough small talk. Everyone's like, enough small talk. Let's get to the condo stuff, man.
Yeah, get to the point.
So let's talk about
get to the meat and potatoes, Richard.
Yeah, I was going to ask you, for those of you that weren't familiar with your channel, how would you describe your channel? You're an American that's come to live in Thailand. What would you say kind of about your channel?
Okay, well, I'll say it's really supposed to be a travel channel. I mean, a lot of my videos are, I was in Turkey for a while, just kind of boring. Want to see like ruins, and wherever I go, I'll just take the GoPro or my phone and just videotape it and show things. And but now I'm going to be in Thailand for a while, so it's going to be pretty much a Thailand travel for a while. And this is where I'll probably base myself out of. I'll probably base here. Not sure how long I'll stay in the Pattaya area, but right now I really like it because it's hustling and bustling compared to the other areas I look. I want to be near the water. Bangkok is just a little too smoggy, a little too just not what I'm looking for. I want to wear flip-flops and just lounge around and hang out all day. And so Pattaya is going to work this year because of the current situation. I'm not Koh Samui, I hear, is dead. I was there last year. That's where I spent most of my time. And Hua Hin, I looked there. But it was just too dead, and this is just perfect for me. I mean, there's everything I need. If you watch the video of why I picked this place, I mean, there's just within a 5-minute walk. I could never leave that area if I wanted to, but obviously I do. But it's great. I love it.
So Greeny, let's take a quick pause because I feel like you should really revel in the moment. I'm hearing from all the chat that people that you've just hit 1,000. Congratulations on 1,000. Yes. That is awesome.
When we set this up, I didn't think there'd be a chance when we put that last video. I jumped up 100 subscribers over in the last day, so that's good, cool. I appreciate it. Thank you, everybody.
Yeah, and I gotta tell you, like, I think when I first reached out to you, you were just over 100, and there were people commenting on your videos saying, "Wow, you're at 120 subscribers now. Keep going." And it's it goes to show you, man. Like, great content will find an audience,
Mm-hmm. Yeah, a lot of people say, sometimes it takes a year to get 1,000, and that's, so I'm like at 10 months or something. So it's good. I'm happy. And I'm not even trying to do anything. I'm just throwing videos up so my friends that I used to work with could watch them and see what I'm doing. They're all got to keep working, and I'm out running around the world, and they love to keep tabs on. So that's why I started.
Yeah, I think those are the best kind of channels, though. I'm friends with a YouTube creator who's going to probably hit 100,000 subscribers in the next 30 days. And he jokes with me like, yeah, at some point I'll take this YouTube stuff seriously. I love that because too much, I think creators can get too focused on keywords and tags and doing this right and there. Just make good videos. People will find you, But a lot of love, Greeny in the chat, stuck in Florida, saying congrats on the 1K. Tommy J, congrats on the 1K. Teacher Thomas,
wow,
the big 1K. Teacher Thomas knows more than anyone how important the 1K is. So your subscriber count will probably start to accelerate now dramatically.
That'd be cool.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, they say I talked to Foreigner Joe. I met him for coffee one day, and he was telling me, even if you don't want to monetize, like you feel like, you don't need to do it. It's just, but he says once you do that, then they put some advertisements on, and you get the algorithm better in YouTube, and more people find your channel. he said whether you want to do it or you need the money or don't need the money, you just kind of do it if you want to be able to share your channel with more people. So I'll look into it. Next year I'll look into it, you know. No, I don't want any tax implications this year. I don't want 49 cents to make me have to add something else in my tags. I made extra 49 cents from YouTube this year.
Yeah, that's true. So I think with my account next year, she'll probably be surprised at how little I made off YouTube. She'll probably say, "Oh, you're doing YouTube videos now," and W2 is like, you know, for $200.
Yeah, I'm sure you got to be a lot bigger to make it dent. Yeah.
So CJ Paradise is saying, "Get me to 1,000." Haha. So everyone, CJ Paradise was on a couple weeks ago. Great channel. Check him out. But hey, listen, so let's stay focused. I'm getting off topic. I'm all over the place today. People are going to unsubscribe from my channel. That guy was no good. Gotta stay on topic.
I ramble.
So let's talk about the condo decision. So Greeny, I know you shared with me and the viewers that you were looking at a couple different locations: Bangkok, Jomtien, Hua Hin, Pattaya. Did I leave one out? You were looking at all 4 of those areas?
Yeah, that's what I did. I started in Bangkok, looked at, you know, I wasn't planning on looking at that many, but I met this real nice real estate lady, and I told her, you know, she was the only one that really wanted a YouTube or anything. She was a little shy at first, but she kind of got into it, and she actually went on camera, which she wasn't going to do initially, and then she just kept taking me to places. So, you know, her name was Wimmy, and she's a real professional real estate agent in Bangkok. So I do, on my Bangkok videos, I put her information in there. She's like super professional. She'll travel anywhere in Thailand if you're like a purchase, not for a lead, obviously, but you know, she's the real deal. So anyways, all right.
Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah, Bangkok, you know, I looked there, and then I had already planned out everywhere I was going to look. So it's not like I was just going to look at one place and say, oh, I like this in Hua Hin, or I like this in Bangkok. I'm done looking. I was, you know, I already had planned in advance where I was going to look. And so moved on to Hua Hin, and I really liked the condos I looked at in Hua Hin. They were awesome, and it was everything I wanted, but it just was too dead there. There was only there was a street that you go down and a few restaurants, a few bars, and just everything seemed kind of dark at night and quiet and no hustle and bustle. Then I went to Jomtien, and that's where I really thought that I'd end up staying as one of the high rises. I really wanted an ocean view, and but just remote down there. That's kind of at the far end of Jomtien.
Is that Na Jomtien? Is that what they call that?
Yeah, I think they call it something different. I don't know. I don't remember, but it was super nice, the condo, and but just half the things were closed. Plus, you know, it's kind of quiet down there to begin with. Then I came over here and looked at a few condos. I actually looked across from my condo is Cetus, or not Cetus, is Centura Avenue. This is Grand Avenue. That's Centura Avenue, and it's very similar. I think it's the same builder. I looked in there, but like the gym was like a little dingy and darker, and this one was just brand new. I ended up finding this unit in here. It was a brand new construction. It was everything I wanted. It had the nice wall mount TVs and had the fixtures and had the furniture, and just it was perfect. So you know, they came down to the price I was requesting, and you know, I did a lease, and here I am.
Yeah, so I love the location you chose, because for those of you people that are listening that don't know, so Greeny chose the same condo that Lucas from Rides for Kicks chose a couple weeks back. So Lucas moved into the Grand Avenue beginning of December and loved it. I loved his videos on that. And Greeny, I loved your videos as well, because you kind of showcase different areas of the condo that I hadn't seen before. So I'd love to know, so you settled on a 1-bedroom with a pool view, right?
Yes.
How many square meters is yours? Is yours 45, 50?
47 square meters.
46. That's a good size. That's a good size.
Yeah.
And then so do you have it set up with a, are you gonna have a desk in the bedroom, or are you doing the desk in the living room? How do you kind of setting things up?
There's like a makeup desk in which I could use as a regular desk, but I don't even use the desk really. I just if you look back here, I got the couch, and then there's, well, I'm in the way, like a little, you know, a little table there. That's where I sit. I just chill right there, and oh yeah, Yeah, we just put that up today. Yep, just put that up actually. And so yeah, I just chill right there in front of the TV and do all my BSing. I do most of my editing on my phone, and I'm gonna upgrade computers and eventually get like the 21st century with everything.
Yeah. So Cheap Charlie Chronicles coming on the live show. Got to always profile him. I'm a big fan of his channel. Saying hey guys, say hello to me. Saying hello to you, Greeny.
Hey, Cheap Charlie. Yeah, I love Charlie. He's one of my inspirations. I used to, like years ago when I'd be at work and I'd see his videos, and actually I've chatted with him online before a few times, and he's in Detroit, but that was kind of, he started following me I think after he was in, I wish I would have hooked up with him when he came to Detroit, because that's where I live and could have had a good time. But he's in Cleveland, I'm in Detroit. I'm sure eventually some summer we'll hook somewhere. Hopefully he can get back to Thailand. I know that's what he wants to do.
Yeah, I think we're all itching to get back. It's a matter of timing. Do you want to go back without the vaccine? Do you want to go back with the vaccine? It depends. It's a timing thing. And then stuck in Florida, saying hello to Cheap Charlie Chronicles. So guys, for those of you that aren't familiar with Cheap Charlie, check out his channel. He's got Cheap Charlie Chronicles. He's got Food TV, I believe, as well. Let me know if that's right, Cheap Charlie. So Teacher Thomas is asking the first controversial question of the day, Brian. So do you have a Thai lady?
I did, and and so actually I may do a video about I go on Tinder here, and I was very worried. I'll do a video about it, but you know, Tinder is very popular in Bangkok. However, in Pattaya, some of the people on the other side of the screen, the ladies, they use it for a different purpose here than like in Bangkok, where it's more like legit dating, like in the United States. But so you got to weed out a lot of people if you're going to go on dates. But yeah, I've had a couple nice dates, and I met one lady, and we've seen each other a couple times. So we'll see what happens. I'm real slow, you know, not trying to jump into anything else, but we'll see. Yeah, she did help me with the Christmas tree. So yeah.
So
we'll
Mango Sticky Rice is busting you out. He's saying, I think that is the tiniest Christmas tree I've ever seen. I didn't want to be the first one to say that.
You want to know the truth?
Yeah.
You want to know the truth? It's the cheapest Christmas tree you'll ever see. That's the most inexpensive.
What it cost you, 100 baht?
The stuff on it cost more than the tree. It was 129 baht.
Nice. Cool. So tell us more about the condo. You kind of froze up there for a second.
Yeah, I'm having some problems. It's so weird because I have a regular internet connection here. You know, I bought internet, so I'm not using the. Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Oh, all right, because you're frozen on my end. But you know, so I paid for internet, and then on my phone I have like 5G with it, but my laptop just has like the 2.4 or whatever, the basic, and it's crap. I don't know. It's still crap. I paid in advance for 6 months, and it's still shit. But anyways, yeah, what was your?
Oh, I was just going to tell you that little word of advice. What you want to do is, I know you're working with a PC. I don't know if you have an Ethernet out port, but you do want to try to plug in to the router if you can. So if you have Ethernet out, just get an Ethernet cable. I think it's Cat 8 now is the status you want to have for the Cat 8 for the cable. If not, you can get an adapter from like USB to Ethernet. But it's always better if you can plug in. The speed is about double what you'll get off Wi-Fi. So just words of wisdom. Take it or leave it.
I'll head over right, like I showed you guys on my video of my condo, Mr. DIY. They got all that stuff right at the end.
Yeah.
And tomorrow I'm gonna head over there and get an Ethernet.
So so Brian, is it getting busy at the Grand Avenue now? Is there a lot of people that are moving in, or is it just kind of not a big deal?
No, it's pretty dead here. Somebody was telling me it was like 15% occupancy. I know that down my hallway, I have never even heard a peep out of anything. I think I'm the only one on this whole end of the hallway where I live in my building. So yeah, it's super quiet, but it seems like the wall, like it's like not drywall at home. I mean, everything seems super insulated, and you know, I'm hoping if it does get more crowded here that it's quiet. I like the place, you know. Another reason why I like Pattaya is I plan on traveling all over Thailand during these next few months I'm here, and you know, being close to the Rayong airport, or I can go to 2 airports in Bangkok. I mean, I should be able to get just about anywhere. Another problem with Hua Hin is right now the ferries are down. There's a bus that goes directly, a VIP bus goes directly from Hua Hin to Pattaya, and that's down right now. So it's hard to get around from Hua Hin. I think I had to pay about 2,500 baht to take a taxi from Hua Hin all the way to Pattaya. It's a little remote right now, but on this side, like you can really travel easy, get around the country. I think.
Yeah, it's a good point. I think a lot of people don't know that there is the Utapao Airport, which is very close to Pattaya and easy. It's a smaller airport, easy to get all around to a lot of the provinces in Thailand. You can go into Don Mueang, which is like Buriram. You can go up north to Chiang Mai. A lot of different. You can go down south to Phuket on a direct flight. So yeah, to Greeny's point, like there's a lot of value there because you're not going to Bangkok where you're burning an entire day traveling. Utapao, you can get in and out pretty quickly.
Right. Yeah, it's about 45, 50 minutes. I mean, it's actually a farther drive than you'd think just because everything's kind of slow here. But it's great. Last year I flew up to, about a year and a half ago, I flew up to Hua Hin, to Chiang Mai from here. And it was great. You just go in, they run your stuff through and you're on the plane and you're gone. It reminds me of where I live near Flint, Michigan, Bishop Airport. The same way. You just walk in and, no fuss, just bang, you're gone.
Yeah, so Daystay Fox is agreeing with your condo choice. He said it looks good. He would happily rent there too. And then Harry Experience is saying, I like that you only rented the condo for 6 months. It gives you options. So did you want to talk about that a little bit, Greeny? Because I know you have the option to go longer duration, but you chose 6 months to kind of hang out there and see how things are in 6 months, right?
Right. And actually, it's funny because there's a newer law in Thailand that after you are living somewhere for 3 months, you can actually get out of your lease as long as you haven't damaged anything or anything like that, and you can get your security deposit back. That's like it's a real estate agent put that in the lease for me. She was real helpful, and so I got to say at least 3 months. Oh, you have to give 30 days notice. So you have to give 30 days notice on that. So, yeah. So that'll put me to June 1st, and if Corona's kind of slowed down in the United States, maybe I'll go home for a couple months and then come back. It just gives me options because that way I don't have to keep this condo. I could leave and I'm not paying rent while I'm going to America if I'm gone for 3 months. So, just give me options.
Yeah. Do you see yourself kind of traveling back to America to kind of visit friends and family every now and again?
Oh, yeah. I have a place there and, I got my kids are younger. They're in college. So, they'll be on break in the summer. And so, yeah, I definitely plan on going home during the summers. I just hate the winter. So for, between, say, 7 and 9 months a year, I'll probably be over here.
Yeah. Do you think you'd prefer to have a condo rented during your time going back to America for a couple months, or would you want to come back fresh and find a new condo when you're away in America and come back?
It would be nice to keep the same place because you can just keep all your crap here. You accumulate stuff when you're staying somewhere. I just got back from BC earlier tonight. I spent, I don't know how many baht, it's like $60 US. So I just keep buying things and, there's no way I can take this stuff home. So it's either that or I'll rent a storage area. But it would be nice to keep the place. I mean, 15,000 baht's a good deal for this. I actually just met a guy that lives right down the hall from me and he's paying 8,500 baht. And he has the view of like another condo. Like it's kind of not a very good view. It's not the pool view. You're just kind of looking at a wall. But he's only paying 8,500 baht a month. And it's a great deal. I think this is 36 square meters, but it's still a great deal for this place.
Yeah, that's a great deal for I guess a place that has central AC is what they kind of refer to it as. I think if I remember right, the air conditioning unit is not like sticking out of the wall. It's kind of recessed into the wall where you are, if I remember right. So that's great. 8,500 is a great deal. Yeah, that's pretty slick. The
only problem is it was leaking when I moved in. The first time I used it, I had to have them come and fix it. Since this is a brand new unit, they've already had to come and take out my microwave, take it apart. It didn't work. They had to fix it. Some outlets weren't working. My bum gun was leaking. My air conditioning was leaking. So I'm on a first name basis with the maintenance guys here. But
that's great.
They've been good. They come out the next day they've been really good.
And one of the things you kind of profiled in your video on your condo decision was the fact that there are some negatives to choosing a unit that has 2 big balconies, in that the balconies are included in the square footage of the unit. So if you get a unit that has 50 square meters and it has huge balconies, guess what? Your unit's actually smaller than someone that has a 46 square meter apartment with only one balcony. You want to talk a little bit about that?
Right. Yep. Yeah, that's a weird thing with Thailand real estate. You know, I used to do real estate in America, and you know, nothing like that counts. It's just internal square feet. But here, they count the balcony for whatever reason. And yeah, I just got the balcony right, you know, behind this window here, and on the bedroom side, it's not balcony. So it's not the biggest balcony in the world. So I feel like not really getting cheated that bad. But I think Lucas's balcony, he has the double, but I think he probably got the 51 square meter one. But I mean, you know, it's probably about the same inside living space.
Yeah, I bet you it probably is because he has the larger balcony, but it's included in that square footage. So I definitely agree with you. I feel like what that's done for you with your unit is your bedroom looks like it's a larger bedroom. You have more space in your bedroom, which I love. I think that's a great idea. Yeah, it's a good size. You could put a desk in there if you wanted
to. Like a master
know?
suite, you know, it's big. Oh yeah, I got all kinds of room in there. I could put a desk in. There's already that makeup desk that I can use. You know, I don't plan on putting on any makeup. So, you know, if I have to use that, but I've never used a desk. I'm always just mobile with my laptop and, you know, whatever. So.
That is funny. Yeah. So one thing I want to talk to you about, because there's one thing that you complain about on your videos a lot. So when I say complain, I kind of say that jokingly. You complain about the mattress being very hard. So how many mattress toppers do you have on your mattress? One or two?
I have one, and it has like a built-in match. It has a little pillow top, which is hard. It's not even like soft, but it looks like a little better of a mattress. There's a little bit of give to it, and then I bought the one mattress topper. I actually was back at Big C tonight looking at a few more, maybe decide to get a second one. But I've been sleeping okay, so I'm just gonna wait and see. But I did buy a memory foam pillow today, so we'll see. Anything to sleep good. That's the most important thing.
Yeah, for sure. And then Teacher Thomas is kind of profiling something that you showed on one of your videos recently was the exchange rate. You were walking up to the window saying, oh no, my worst fear has been realized. It just dropped under 30. It's at 29. So you want to talk a little bit about that? Like, does that change things for you at all when you're setting your budget, when you see the exchange rate going down like that? Does that affect you?
Yeah, I mean, it's affecting my plans. I mean, my plan was at the beginning of next year is to establish a bank account here. And then, you know, I was considering just transferring money over and maybe just maintaining a balance here. But if I feel like, well, maybe later that's going to go up and I'm going to get ripped off right now, I may just see, okay, what do I got to show when I want to renew? Do I got to show 3 months of income coming in, 6 months? You know, I'm not really sure on the OAV, so what I have to show. But if that's the case, I may just monthly transfer the 6,500 baht or 65,000 baht in and go that route, because I don't want to, you know, take a huge chunk of money out of the U.S. and bring it over here when I'm getting under $30 or 30 baht per dollar. You know? So it's definitely affecting my way of thinking.
Yeah, I wonder if it's going to come back up. I mean, that's quite low. I had two good high seasons in Thailand where it was 36-1, where it's so funny, Greeny, we would be sitting at the bar together and the Thai person would come out, hey, everyone from America, it just hit 36. And you never saw people leave a bar and cash out so quickly. Go back to the hotel, get all their money, take it to currency exchange it. And that was great. Like 36-1, you're freer with your money, less to worry about. When it dipped down to 33 and then 30, you got to start making decisions on what you want to do. You know, it just psychologically kind of messes with you a little bit more.
Yeah. I've been here on so many random, you know, one time I was here was 28 something. The first time, I think, in 2010. And then the next time it was like 33, 34. And then, you know, it just bounces around. But I think close to 34 is about the highest I ever had it in the last 10 years since I've been coming.
Yeah, it's funny. So Daystate Fox is busting out rides for kicks, saying he moved his 3 bikes into the car park. So if you see Lucas in the garage area, you have to bust him out like, hey, thanks for taking up all the parking spots.
He had an incident with somebody here about. He's had an incident. You can ask him about it with somebody with the motorbike parking, and that was like his first 2 days here. So yeah. So maybe he'll make a vlog about it or talk about it sometime. But yeah, there was already yes, somebody parked a little close to him, and
Oh,
there's a little incident.
yeah. Yeah, and I think that's a nice segue into a question that teacher Thomas had. I know the answer to this, but maybe you want to answer it for him. Do you have transportation? I know it's easy to get around Pattaya without wheels. You want to talk about your decision there?
See that?
That's going to cause my channel to get demonetized. Looking at those feet.
What? What? You can't show skin on your channel?
No, I'm just kidding. I'm just messing with you.
Yeah, no, I walk, take the bot bus. I've been using that Bolt. I got, different friends, people I know here that have cars, if I need to get somewhere, I can get a ride. But I use that Bolt quite a bit. That's so cheap. It really is. I mean, it's probably only going to be a promotional thing. But right now it's just so cheap. If you got to get a car ride somewhere, I took it to some cultural park that I'm going to probably do my next video on. I got a lot of footage from there, and it was like a half hour, and the taxi actually picked me up, and it was 200 baht. And he said, "Oh, can you do 300?" And I negotiated with him a little bit. He ended up doing the whole ride, a half hour there, and stayed the whole time about 2 hours, and drove me back for 500 baht. So $15 for take up about 3 hours of this guy's time. So I thought that was very fair.
Yeah, and I like the idea of Bolt because, like, if you do come to Pattaya and you go on some of the tours, like if you go up to, the Sanctuary of Truth, or if you go to one of the water parks, sometimes it can be difficult to get a ride back. So if you can call a Bolt on your phone, I think that's great. I do agree with you, though, with the promotional charges. I do feel like once they end the promotional rate and it goes up, there may be less people taking advantage of it. But even if it's double the price, Greeny, I think it's still a good value.
Yeah, it's a great value. And like I talked to that one guy driving, he's like, yeah, everybody's leaving Grab and going to Bolt right now. And Grab's probably going to have to drop their prices a little bit here. I don't know how much they run in Pattaya, but competition's good. It's how you get.
Yeah, for sure. I think the only losers there would be the motorbike drivers, right?
Yeah.
So
but sometimes they're just right there, Johnny on the spot. I use them too. I've been using more. I never did that before. This is the first time that I do, and now that I've done it once, I did it once in Bangkok, and now I went to Central Festival the other day, and I had some things. And I'm like, the guy was just right there, and I just jumped on his motorbike. So it is convenient. I mean, sometimes they're just right there.
Tommy J has a question for you, asking, has there been any flooding on the street where you live when it rains hard? Because it can get pretty floody there in Soi Buakhao area.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, it's rained a few times, but I haven't noticed any flooding over here. But I know down the block on Soi Buakhao, yeah, they could get some flooding. It was raining pretty hard, and I kind of was like, what was I, Cheap Charlie's eating, and it started pouring and thundering. But there was no flooding, but we sat there and watched the rain, come down. I was waiting for the flood.
Cowboy Vic is asking, how are you liking the Hideaway Bar?
Yeah, I like the food there. It's not much of a drinking place. It's pretty much just a restaurant now. I mean, you can drink there. I see a few people drinking there, but I think the majority of their business now is from food, and he's got like 10 rooms there, he said. But the food's good. I love the grilled chicken breast there. It's like a healthy meal. You can get a side salad with it, and great food.
That's great. I know that's right out your back door there from the Grand Avenue, so it's like 30 seconds away. And then JSim20 is saying, watching you from snowy New York City. So like you said, Greeny, you probably don't miss the snow in the winters from Detroit there, do you?
No. The other day I was talking to home, and they said the weather was terrible, and I just hate it. I hate driving in it, so.
Yeah. So they say Fox is asking, what is the unit price for your electricity there? I think you get government rates at the Grand Avenue, if I remember right, from Rights for Kicks video that he did. I thought it was like government rates.
Well, they're supposed to be, except for my landlord. They said something about, my real estate agent said she wasn't sure because she thought maybe he needed to be here to change something over. So I don't know. It may be a little more, I don't know, from like 4 to 5 or something. I don't know. It could be a little bit more. I'll just find out when I get my first bill, I guess.
Yeah,
not worried about
it's
it.
not much. I mean, I think when I had my condo in Jomtien, I was not paying government rates, and it wasn't too bad. And I was running the AC like 24/7. And I'll let you know, Brian. So we were talking earlier around, you know, would you take all your stuff back to America? Would you leave your clothes there? I will tell you, one of the coolest things that I got to experience having my condo in Jomtien for that year was I kept all of my Thailand clothes there at the condo. So I would come back with an empty suitcase, and then I would return to Thailand with just a small backpack with a laptop and maybe just a, you know, something to, you know, like my shampoos and stuff like that, but not much. And it was so great flying into Thailand, taking the taxi to my condo and having everything there. It's like, you really feel like you're coming home then. It's just a great feeling. I look forward to you kind of experiencing that.
Yeah. Yeah, it'd be definitely nice tonight because this time I knew I was staying for a long time, so I brought a lot of stuff. I mean, I had a huge suitcase filled up, my carry-on, my backpack. I mean, you know, I was even at the Detroit airport, and my first flight from Detroit to Chicago wasn't on, you know, I had to pay for baggage, and one was too heavy. I had to shift things around, and it was a pain in the ass. It really was. I had to do that right on the ground there while I was trying to check in. So.
Not optimal. Triple T has a question for you. So you're from Detroit. Serious question: Kid Rock or Bob Seger?
You know, I'd love to see Bob Seger in concert. I've seen Kid Rock a couple times. They're both great. I mean, how can you pick? You know, they're both kind of same genre. You know, Kid Rock's a little funkier, but you know, I'd love to see Bob Seger in concert too.
Yeah, and
so
then
Reeshard, you forgot about
Eminem.
something.
Yeah, go ahead.
Oh, I love Eminem. Yeah, he's cool. My metal detector. You forgot about that.
I know. I was just getting to that. It's so funny. You read my mind. I think we know each other too well now. So that was my next question. I was going to kind of get to this because I was going to kind of bait people a little bit. I was going to say, hey, so I listened. We talked today. You have a new hobby, and you also shared a hilarious story that I was, even after we stopped talking, I was laughing my ass off with the visual of you doing this. But let everyone know what your new hobby is, and then maybe we can kind of talk about that funny story on the beach.
Okay. So I don't know if it's really would be considered a hobby because I really haven't done it just one time since I've been in Thailand and maybe twice before, but I was just in the quarantine when I was at home in Michigan this summer. I had nothing to do. I bought a mountain bike. I started biking. I mean, I was just bored as hell. So some guy not too far from me put a metal detector on Facebook Marketplace. So I went over his house and bought it. And it was just kind of a just spur of the moment thing, you know. So I went out a couple of times and I found a penny. That's the most I found was a penny and a couple of bottle caps. But that was in Michigan. And so anyways, I brought it here. I took it apart and stuck it in my suitcase. And I figured, well, I thought I was going to be getting one of these places in Jomtien right on the beach. So I'm like, yeah, I'll go across the street all the time. And, you know, I'm going to find the treasure in Thailand. So, but one time when I was in Hua Hin, I did put it together and went down to the beach and I'm doing it. And all the times when I was going to the beach, there was never anybody there because it was in the middle of the day and they don't, you know, Thais don't like the sun that much. But this time when I took the metal detector, it was closer to the evening and there was a ton of people there. So I'm doing it and it's like a crowd around me. They're crowding around me. And this one older man, he's helping me dig a hole. Like I thought I got a hit on something and he's helping me dig and everything. And I felt terrible that I didn't find anything. I couldn't find what I was looking for. And like this old man was like so disappointed but he was so cute. He was just like helping me. I don't know, but yeah, I don't think it's that popular. Although I did see on Pattaya, I did see a Thai guy with a metal detector, and I tried to ask him how I was going, but I don't think he understood anything I was saying. But I don't think it's that popular here. If it is in the United States to do that. But a lot of people, it's a genre. It's a genre on YouTube. I looked at it, and there's tons of guys that do it, and I think it's got to be set up because how are they finding all this stuff? And I found one penny in my whole life, so I don't know. But I'm going to try. One of these days, I'm going to get my ass up early.
I had this when we were talking about that the other day. When we were talking about that the other day, I had this funny visual of like you with the metal detector and everyone around you, like right behind you and alongside you, trying to help out, digging and stuff, and finding absolutely nothing. And then everyone kind of scratching their head like, this is not fun. Why
it kept beeping and I couldn't find it. Yeah, it was stupid. I felt like an ass.
But you know what? I mean, in all honesty, it's good to have a hobby. I feel like if you're going to stay in Pattaya, you have to have a hobby. It can't be drinking. Guys, you put in the chat, my hobby is drinking. It can't be, because that's a slippery slope and it'll get you in trouble long term. So I love that you're doing that.
Oh,
I'm sure you'll find other stuff, but that would make for a hilarious video. I mean, you could edit that thing down and just have some great sound effects in there, and that would be hilarious. I would definitely be leveraging that. So funny.
Yeah, I do have like a thing for my GoPro. Like I can strap on the GoPro right here, and you know, if I want to tape that. But I don't know. Maybe I'll like buy a gold ring and I'll bury it and make a good video or something.
Yeah, it's interesting. So Mr. Mitch, interesting. Mr. Mitch's comment is so long that it's actually starting to encroach on our video screen. We have to like sit up straight, Greeny, because the comment might actually mess us up here. See, if I slouch down, then we kind of disappear from the comment. So everyone sit up for Mr. Mitch's comment. He says, it doesn't matter how good the drainage system in Pattaya is because it all drains into the bay. According to Google, the highest point in Pattaya is 9 meters, 29 feet above sea level. Pipes fill, floods happen. So I do agree with that. I think that the shameful thing there, Mr. Mitch, is when it does flood on the beach in Pattaya, it takes away the beach. All the sand goes away, and they have to spend a day or a week getting all the sand back up. So hopefully they kind of figure out a way around that, because I love the beach the way it is. When I first started coming in 2015, there was no beach in Pattaya. It was just maybe like this much, and all the boats would back right up. It was not fun. So I loved what they've done to it. Definitely much better. I think they're doing the same thing in Jomtien. I'm not sure. But Michael had a question for you about your metal detector. He says,
Pattaya beach is really nice though.
Yeah, it is nice. It is nice. He says, with a metal detector, you could find all the expat bodies with hip replacements buried on the sand.
If I find a buried body, that'll be my last time using the metal detector. I'll just drop it there and walk away, and that's it. Yeah. I saw enough dead bodies in my previous life. I don't want to see.
Oh my gosh. So Stuck in Florida says, and there is very little open natural land in Pattaya to absorb the water. Yeah. So I think Teacher Thomas was saying that, yeah, the water was rising from the manholes, which is not a good sign when that's happening. Oh my gosh. I think Daystate was saying he'll do fishing vlogs if that continues to happen. That is crazy.
Yeah, I might do a fishing vlog. I like fishing. I may go charter a boat or something one day.
So what do you think? So Greeny, what do you think? You're going to hang out in Pattaya for a while longer before you start traveling? Is your plan maybe to go back to America, then come back and maybe do some traveling in the country?
Well, yeah, I was, you know, since I did Bangkok and Hua Hin, and, you know, so finally got a place, and it's nice to just relax and kind of take it easy. But I think in January, I'll probably start going somewhere. I'm considering going to Phuket and PP. Like, you know, I've never been to those places, you know, like it is now, where it's more, you know, less touristy, less people. And so I think it's a perfect opportunity for me to go down to those places. And I'd like to go to Chiang Rai. I haven't been there. Maybe Pai. I talked to somebody that was up in Pai, and they said it's still really cool right now to go there, even though, you know, no backpackers or whatever. But they said it's a cool place to see. So I'm open to go anywhere in Thailand. Anybody has suggestions or something I need to see? I know there's some cool national parks to see. So I'll get it going. I'm just chilling right now, just watching, you know, some Amazon and Netflix and just relaxing. You know, I was doing a lot of running around, and that's why, you know, I got all that material for videos. That's why I may slow down a little bit here, but I think in January I'll pick things back up again.
So I know a lot of people that go there and stay in Pattaya in Thailand, they'll get a VPN so that they can see Netflix, what's available from America or the UK. Are you using a VPN so you can access Netflix and that kind of stuff?
You know what? I do have a VPN, and it does have a Netflix. It's supposed to be good for Netflix, but my friend was telling me about some show, and I tried to watch it here, and it still wouldn't let me use the VPN. Maybe I need a different VPN, but you know, I got it on the TV here, and so I just, whatever. There's enough to watch. Between that and my Amazon Prime, I mean, there's so much to watch. I'm not worried about, you know, if I need to see that, bet I'll see it when I get to America in the summer.
Yeah.
I think I got HBO Go too. I got the Big Ten network thing. So if there was a like Michigan or Michigan State playing basketball, like I watch it the next day or the day after, and I just do the AirDrop or whatever, and it goes right up on the TV. I can watch it on the TV from my phone.
Oh, that's great. That's nice. So a newer TV then with new technology. That's great. Teacher Thomas had a great comment for you. So he has a suggestion for you. He says, come down to Pala Rayong, you'll like it. So Teacher Thomas has got that great bar with great food, American food you may love. I'd love to see a video of you going down there and meeting TTT. That would be awesome.
Yeah, that'd be cool. And I see Chocolate Man in Thailand just made a comment. He's in Pattaya too. I just found out. I didn't know that because I just started following him and he started following me recently. So yeah, we'll have to hook up and you should try to get him on your show. He's a new vlogger. Yeah,
I'm chasing him. I may need to have like TTT come to the rescue to get him on scheduled on the show. I've been reaching out. He's blowing up. So Chocolate Man in Thailand, your channel is blowing up. It's doing great. So keep doing what you're doing, man. Awesome. Yeah. So definitely trying to get him on the show. I think my next available date is January 16th. So yeah, live shows getting very popular, Greeny. It's good. I'm glad to have you back, man. It's great.
All right, yeah, I wish it was better. My connection is terrible.
Yeah, it's okay. We're hearing most of what you're saying, and the stuff we're not hearing, it's probably no good.
Yeah. I mean, my picture on the screen looks perfect, but you're fading out. Okay. All right. Well, thanks for having me, and everybody. I appreciate it. Let's see here. I'll give you guys a count of how many followers I have now. Oh, it's still 1,000. I guess I have to check somewhere else to see how much it is. But I appreciate everybody following, and thanks a lot.
High five, Greeny. Congratulations on 1,000 subscribers. You did it, man. Awesome job. Love your channel. Big fan.
All right.
It's a pleasure having you on for the second time today. Thank you.
All right. Talk to you later, Richard.
Bye. All right, guys. So, hey, that's actually a concern of mine now. Definitely at Grand Avenue. I want to check out more information on internet plans. So feel free to leave a comment in the chat about what's the best internet plan to use if you're moving into a condo in Pattaya. Because I know that he chose to not get what was included in the condo internet, and he chose to go off on his own and get a better internet connection. So I'd be interested to see what he got and maybe what we could all look at getting for ourselves if we move back there, because internet is definitely key for myself and to a lot of people that are going over there and wanting to work while they're over there. So yeah, anyone that has any experience with that, let me know what service you're using, because that's crucially important to me. But hey guys, I want to thank everyone for being in the chat and for the great questions and comments. It makes my life a lot easier when I have comments and questions coming from the chat. It's really great. And just want to thank everyone that might have viewed my part 10 video, which was Pattaya Passage. Video has almost 22,000 views. That's my top performing video. That is the final video in the Reeshard Returns to Thailand series, and it's kicking off a new series that I'll be doing, titled To Be Determined. So we'll be talking through that in the next couple of weeks as well. But stay tuned, because I don't go away yet. I got a great outro that's going to have the sights of Pattaya. I put that together last night. I was quite excited about that. I love doing the intros and outros, guys. So thanks everyone for joining. Next week, we'll be having Richie coming on from Richie and Maybell. So check out that YouTube channel at your leisure. Some great videos. And I'm looking forward to having him on next week. If you'd like to be a guest on the show, just drop me an email, reeshardtravel@gmail.com. Very easy. I love all channels. If you have an interesting story to tell, let me know. We'll schedule you to come on. And thanks for coming, and I'll talk to everyone next week.